Hi guys, and welcome to Let's Look at Moonlighter. As many of you are aware, Moonlighter is currently free to play, free to own on Steam. You can literally grab it completely free of charge. It's a brilliant game. I have it on PlayStation, I have it on Switch too. I've played it everywhere, and now I'm playing it on PC as well. So I'll give it a good go. Again, as per usual, with this series, if at any point you guys like the series and there's lots of likes and subscribers and you know, views and likes on each of these Let's Look At episodes basically translate to whether this game could end up being a series like Mugenics, like Stardew Valley, like Kinseed. How could I forget Kinseed? But yeah, let's give Moonlighter a spin on PC. I've never actually not played it with a controller. I've just realised that. I've never actually played it on PC before, so this is a brand new experience in that circumstance. I know the game and I know how the game works. Like you dungeon crawl like you see now. You pick up items as you kill enemies and find items in the dungeons and chests, like Binding of Isaac, like all these other different games, like Stardew Valley. Actually, you know, you run around and you find stuff all over the place, and that's the same story right here. With some added cool mechanics, but then after you're done here, you will go back to your shop, and that's where you sell your spoils of dungeon crawling. Progressively, each dungeon gets harder. There's different keys and boss battles, and you know, you beat all 5 gates basically. You've won, I suppose. I've never actually gotten to the end. I'm not going to sit here and pretend I'm a pro expert at this game. I think I just about cleared 1 gate before. So yeah, I think it's been quite. It's again quite an awesome game that I haven't seen the full depth of, but know that there is enough here to do a full-blown series if we wanted to. Watch me struggle past gate number 1/number 2, but for a winner I get better, and you know, with some of you guys possibly providing some tips down below in the comments, I could end up actually finally beating this game that I have spent quite a bit of money on. I know this time I got it for free, but I have bought it on 2 different consoles in the past, because it's just one of those games that, like Binding of Isaac, Cult of the Lamb sort of, I want to enjoy this, let me have fun. You know, let me dungeon crawl for a bit and struggle for a bit in a cutesy setting. But here we go. So we've passed out. We're coming back home for the first time. So you get this little cutscene. You don't normally get it otherwise. But it's brilliant. Kid. Yeah, let's take him home. Let's take him home and make him sell stuff. Here we are back at the shop. So this is where the second part of the gameplay happens. After you've done your dungeon crawling, now it's time for the good part, for the fun part. I do like the selling side quite a bit more because, you know, you don't die, you just sell. But you do have to watch out for thieves later on and other bits. It is quite in depth, the amount of stuff you can do and get away with, and like you rebuild the town by dungeon crawling, and you can do quite a lot of it without even getting to the second gate, which is quite cool. Like, you can unlock quite a lot just by repeating the same old dungeon, which I'm not sure if it's procedurally generated or there's some alterations between them, but I think there is. But don't quote me on that one, because, you know, I could be wrong. So, you know, take everything I say on these Let's Look At with a pinch of salt, because a lot of the time I haven't done the research. And I'm just playing it blind or remembering stuff as best as I possibly can. Whilst, you know, panicking, making sure I don't say anything silly or that I pronunciate stuff properly in these videos. But yeah, I'm going to just quickly have a little moment about the channels and everything else that's been going on. First of all, YouTube. Seeing the subscriber number go up to 42 as the time of recording. I don't know if that's going to have changed by the time the video is actually up. Hopefully it does, obviously, in the upwards trajectory, because that's what we like to see. But yeah, the overwhelming support on Let's Look At Mugenics, the Let's Play Kinseed series. There was even quite a few people that tuned in for the Twitch live stream, which was awesome the other night. Me, George, and Kathan having an absolute blast. Yeah. Also check out Dubby, as you would have seen just pop up on our screen. I'm literally drinking my second of the day today already. I mean, it's quite late right now, but there's no crashes, there's no jitters. You fill the shaker up with water, how much you want, how little you want. 1 scoop, shake it for like not even a minute, and it tastes amazing. It tastes sweet, but it's not sweet sugary, and I just really like it, and I'm definitely looking at getting more tubs ordered soon. And you guys should too, and my link in the description will give you 10% off. Use the code DaveGaming14. I'm pretty sure it's DaveGaming14. Don't even know my own code. I made that code. But yeah, so check that out. Give us a like, give us a subscribe to the channel. You can actually, should be able to now, subscribe on Twitch as well. Which is incredible that I've managed to actually get that going. Sorry, I just knocked the mic, but please subscribe on Twitch. Please subscribe on YouTube. On YouTube, it's free, so I definitely recommend doing this one. Not that I don't, you know, I'm not asking for your money, but obviously if people are generous enough and can financially afford to do that, it would be incredible if you guys showed some love onto my Twitch, because I will be streaming there far more now than I used to. The Football Manager series is going to be on there. I don't know, we haven't really come up with a full-blown schedule just yet for that one, because it's 3 people needing to all be off at the same time and able to just sit down and talk and record and, you know, have a good couple hours fun laughing about stuff we do in Football Manager together. But yeah, I mean, in terms of Moonlighter, if the video does do well enough, there is a good chance I can make this a series that sort of won't be daily like the others. I want to try and keep to a daily-ish schedule, or every other day. But definitely there's probably a way to squeeze it in. I mean, Par World at this point, it might just become Twitch exclusive. I'm not entirely sure. I'm still trying to figure that one out, because like I like the game and I want to play it, and you know, streaming of it kind of has worked. So, but eventually I might even consider starting to stream from the laptop directly to Twitch. So something like a Moonlighter stream only series could be a thing, or you know, it ends up as a VOD later on in its life cycle. Like once it's a clip on Twitch, it also can be exported to YouTube to be its own series, like the Power World series has been. But yeah, there's plenty of different series. There's a variety of games that keep coming to the channel. I always keep an eye out for Epic Games free games. I keep an eye out for Steam free games. And I look through my own personal backlog of games and try and, put out a little something that, might not be done or might not be done the way I'd do it in terms of certain series. But yeah, there's definitely far more coming to both channels on YouTube, on Twitch. Check out TikTok down below. Yeah, in case it wasn't brutally obvious, I do struggle in these dungeons. I mean, I know it's early on and I'm trying to get used to computer controls. I might actually have to cave in and connect a controller if this is to become a series. I'm not going to lie. Because I think I am far more used to console controls, and I mean the game recommends it at the start when you first boot up. It's like, you can do keyboard and mouse, but we really prefer if you connect the controller. And now I see why. Because the buttons, I know you probably can remap them, but I don't know. I think they tried to map them the best way possible, and it still didn't work out because it's rather complicated for a game that doesn't look like it should be complicated. But yeah, I love the dungeon crawling aspect of it. The Binding of Isaac fan in me wants to, have a bomb and throw it at the walls to see if there's a secret room, which some of them do have secret rooms, but they're shown up a little bit differently on the screen. But yeah, I don't even remember how many hours I have on it on the other platforms, but probably altogether about 30-40 hours on all consoles. Not even adding the current Steam progression. But yeah, I mean, I don't know what else there is to say about the game. It's a classic. There is a sequel out to it, or coming out. I keep forgetting. I think it's out because, and I don't think of it as out because it's not been out on Switch and PlayStation and everything else. And I know that, for the PC crowd, that's quite the triggering words of, it's because it's on PC. Like, I just like having my games be available everywhere, and the fact that, like, Kinseed, now, a game I backed all those years ago, and have been doing a series on, and Let's Look At, 2 different Let's Look At episodes on, is now on PlayStation and Switch and Xbox. Finally, after all these years, feels amazing. And I know I backed the game, but I do very much see myself in the next available moment purchasing Kinseed on Switch to have that added versatility of, I can walk down to the shops or to the park. Shops is a bad example, but I don't know, going to McDonald's or going on a road trip. I can sit in the back of the car, connect my headphones, and just put in the hours and learn more things about Kinseed, ready for the YouTube series, whilst I play. I haven't got the game yet, but once I do get the game and I do sort out a capture card, because I have to buy a new one because my one was too old to work with Switch 2. But so if once I do that, I would also do a little let's look at number 3 for Kinseed, but that would be like, let's look at on the Switch version. How does it run? How does it compare to what we know in the Let's Play series? So yeah, there's ideas galore coming from my head about all different series, all the current series that are going on, how I can change them, how I can make them better, what can I do that's different. So do let me know in the comments down below if this particular game is a series you want, whether you'd like to see, once I eventually can do Switch 2 videos, would you like to see Kinseed running on there? Like a little comparison of how it plays compared to playing it on PC, because that is a game that I backed and played on PC first. Moonlighter is a game that I played on consoles first. So there is a difference in control schemes and what I'm used to. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed this little ramble video mixed with footage of a game that I could potentially do a Let's Play series of. So I hope you enjoyed it. Leave a like, share, follow me on Twitch, follow me on Twitter, subscribe to me on Twitch, subscribe to me on YouTube, and take care. Goodbye.